Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me back from another video. So in today's video we have a Battlefield 5 video, which I've only done one of these before, and it's just because I don't play Battlefield 5 that often, which don't take that as a negative way, but a new game mode just dropped for it a couple of days ago, which is Firestorm, which is their battle royale, which they promised. Like, I remember when they were like announcing this like back in like 2018. Like, I was in 8th grade when they were announcing this. They're like, oh, and we'll have a battle royale, and everyone's like, oh, that's a cash grab. They pulled a Treyarch and didn't release it until, like, almost a year after the game came out. So it's finally here though, and I have some opinions about it, and I just want to go over it in total. So first thing I want to talk about is the map itself. So the map, if you look at it, like if you play the game and you look at it, it looks very, very small, and like it generally looks small for a battle royale map, but it's actually huge, which I don't understand how that illusion works. It just kind of works. But the problem with that is that they have 64 players in it, which I'm guessing they were like taking from Apex, which has like 30, I think, or something, some low number, versus 100. There's 64 players in the map, and the map's pretty big for 64 players. So the game mode is really slow. That's why in this gameplay you see me just kind of like chilling out and camping for all of the game until like the last circle where everyone's like there. But map's very big, there's not a lot of people to fill it up, so game mode or gameplay is like really slow. It's probably like 20 minutes per game, which is normal for a battle royale, but it's a little slower than others. Fortnite, I'm not even gonna talk about it because Fortnite is just try hard central, but it's like what I thought of this when I was playing it. It's like a mixture of PUBG and Blackout, which Blackout in the high pace, like guns and the vehicles and all of that, and PUBG as in you lay back and just kind of like chill and wait for people to come to you, and you just pick them off. It's kind of like a nice mixture of it, and I kind of like it a lot. If I had friends that played this game and didn't just like constantly just hate on it, which yeah, they do that, it would probably be a fun game mode to play. But it's just me and myself, and I was playing the solo queue, and I had fun solo queue, which is pretty rare because usually solo queue kind of sucks. Like on Blackout, I did not have fun at all. So having fun on solo queue in a new battle royale, that's a good start for me. All right, but I want to talk about how the map is like pretty nice. Like it's generally looks nice. I mean, it's Battlefield. It's gonna look nice, obviously, because Battlefield is probably debatably the nicest looking game out there. I would probably compare it to like Red Dead 2, which is a beautiful game, just like this map. So the map is really nice. So if you like staring at things for a while, you'll probably enjoy this one. And going before when you actually go in the map, you're just kind of like sitting in a hangar, and I feel like if they made the hangar like not a bunch of like rubble and all that, which it's just kind of like destroyed and just planes and crap everywhere. I feel like they should have had it where it's like an actual World War II thing, where it's like soldiers ready to go into war, like Normandy or something. Or like if you saw Overlord by in the movie, the Thriller, I guess I call it scary, but the Thriller, which was a great movie, by the way, really recommend it. They could have had it where like everyone's getting lined up and ready to go into the plane, and like everyone's sweating and like all scared and all of that, because it's World War II. That's how people were like. And you walked in. I feel like they could have done that better. And the jump animation, you're like looking out. It's almost exactly like Blackout, where there's like 1,000 planes and you just jump out. But I feel like to spice it up a little bit, they should have had it where when it first starts, you're in first person. You can see everyone on the plane and the hum of the plane, and you just hear people like praying and all that. Some people like puking. Make it more realistic. I would have really enjoyed that. Then it goes down to third person and you can see where you want to drop. But that, it's Battlefield, they're not going to do it. Another thing is that when you're actually falling, you have your fist out like you're going to fight midair. No, please don't do that. It does not look good. Not even trying to be realistic. Just from a normal standpoint, that just doesn't work. I would just have it like PUBG or some other game where you just dive down. And, the parachute's the parachute. So, that's there. And another thing with game mechanics is that it's called Firestorm, which, the ring is fire, obviously. And the fire slowly closes. I feel like that was just lazy on them. If they wanted to be somewhat accurate historically or something, I would have personally used something like mustard gas, because you know mustard gas was very like around back then during this time era. It was a very deadly gas that people used, and I would have used that instead. And people would have argued, oh, well, just find gas masks and all that, but like I don't care. Don't put gas masks in there. Just like have like mustard gas or some kind of like gas from World War II in there that kills you slowly. It would have made way more sense and been way more historically accurate. Probably made a lot of people way more happy about the game. But no, they use fire, the most plain thing ever. Like, I mean, at least it's not like an invisible force field that just kind of like pushes you like PUBG and Blackout. So I'll give them that, but they could have done way better. Way better. Like, it's just common sense. The first thing I thought when I saw it was like, why didn't they use mustard gas? Like, it doesn't take a genius to figure this out. But, you know, it's what it is. I still personally enjoy it. Am I going to play it? Probably not. But another thing I want to talk about is that, you know, I'm giving this game a lot of praise, and that's because I have a thing for World War II. Like, I'm a sucker for World War II genre stuff. I love World War II, and I just love learning about it. Don't know why, it's just kind of like my favorite thing to learn about, like, history-wise. So, anything in World War II, I really enjoy it, and I really wish they get it really right, so I could really enjoy it. Like, Call of Duty World War II was pretty trash, not gonna lie. I mean, I played it for a while. I think I stopped playing in, like, March, which is, like, a record, because, you know, it wasn't March, it was, like, February, but World War II genre stuff is just my thing. I just will always fall in love with it. So that's why I'm giving this game a lot of high praisal, but I really wish they got it right and down, and I would have really enjoyed it. Like, Call of Duty World at War, that will probably be one of my favorite World War II games. It's just, it's not even, like, completely historically accurate, but they still get the historical parts in there that you get enough of it, and you're like, hey, this happened, but it happened differently. So, that's why I'm giving this game a lot of praise. World War II is my thing. Don't hate me, you know, it's whatever it is. You might have a different thing. You might like, I don't know, like the Vietnam War, World War One. I just prefer World War II. So that Black Ops 1 with, you know, the Cold War, really good, not gonna lie. But the other thing is that this game is like, I feel like it's a cash grab from, was it Battlefield or EA? I mean, it's EA, and they're making DLC free and all that, so I'll give EA almost a DLC. I'll give EA the benefit of the doubt because they're trying to dig themselves a hole. They're trying to dig it out. So I'll give them that. But I feel like this is like a cash grab. Like, hey, we have a battle royale. Buy our game. But if you don't have the game by now, don't buy it just because of the battle royale. You have to like enjoy the game to play it. Like, I play this as a casual game, not something like I take serious or anything. This is just, I have nothing better to play, so I'm just playing it to have fun time and casually kill people, which, you know, we all have that game. It's probably Call of Duty for most of you, but this is it for me. So I feel like it's a cash grab, and EA is like, hey, Battle Royale, am I right? Which is an oversaturated genre, don't get me wrong. Like, Battle Royale is way overused, and that's why this game will never catch on. This Battle Royale is not going to go anywhere. It's just going to be diehard Battlefield fans, people that have the game. Because, you know, it's like Blackout. I think you have to pay for it. I'm pretty sure you don't get it for free. You have to pay for the game, which most people don't like. Like, most Battle Royales are free, but Battle Royale is just so overused now that it's not going to take off. I'm surprised Apex Legends took off, but not to lie, that game is kind of fun, and I still enjoy it. So it just shows you if you got the game right and you could get people to enjoy it, people will do it. But it should also be free. You shouldn't have to pay for it. So that's why I feel like Battlefield and Call of Duty do it wrong. You still have to pay $60 to actually get the game. So that's why I feel like this is never going to catch on, because Blackout never catched on. And still, I'm going to give them like an A for effort, because, you know, there was an attempt. r/there was an attempt. Alright. Shout out to anyone that gets that joke. But anyway, that's basically it. It's a really fun game, because for me personally, because I just love World War II. I like the mechanics of the guns and all of that. Know that that first gameplay you saw where I walked in, I had like a M16 or something, or M1 Grand. I don't know what I had. It was a single shot rifle, and I hit this kid for like a legit 1 health, and he just destroys me. That was unfair. All right, I'm still pissed off about that. Now that was also my very first game ever, so I'll give them that. But otherwise, I enjoyed this game. I would say if you already have like Battlefield 5, you should play it. But if you don't have it, don't get it just because of this. Just enjoy what you have. They could have done things better. They could have done things more, like, you know. I can't really explain it. It sounds good in my head, but I can't explain it out loud. But if they just got things right, it would have been a much, much better Battle Royale. But otherwise, it's just going to be another Battle Royale that gets lost in the sea of it. It's going to be like the Dead Sea of Battle Royales, where no one goes in it. It's just there. So, that's been it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. YouTube, I will probably... Nah, I'm just playing. I will most certainly be back Tuesday. Anyway, I will see you then. Goodbye.